Welcome to the University of Nottingham's introduction session. My name is Dean Pike and I am one of the international relation managers here at the university. Today this session is going to talk to you a little bit about the university, look at our things like accommodation, scholarships, programs that we offer. So hopefully this will be a useful session for you. So firstly, why study with the University of Nottingham? So we are part of what's called a Russell Group University, and this is a group of 24 prestigious universities in the UK, like Oxford, Cambridge, St Andrews, and it's the equivalent of the Ivy Leagues in the US, like Harvard and Yale. In the UK, it's called a Russell Group University. We are ranked in the top 100 globally and also top 20 in UK universities. We have been issued gold standard teaching for the Teaching Excellence Framework, which assesses the type and quality of education that a university provides to their students. We've been issued gold standard, which is the highest standard that you can get across our undergraduate programs, and we also apply the same principles to our postgraduate and postgraduate research teaching. Our degrees are valued right across the world, and we are top 10 for employability and top 70 employability in the world. This means that employers are seeking graduates from the university because of the quality of those students. We're also 8th in the UK for power research, with over £760 million portfolio, and 97% of our research is recognised internationally. And then lastly, we are the University of the Year for sports for 2021, which we also won this award in 2019 as well. We are a very large university with over 47,000 students across our 3 international campuses, with over 35,000 students at our UK campus alone, of which about 20% of those students are international. We also offer study abroad opportunities within our teaching partnerships, international networks, and study abroad and exchange opportunities in over 40 different countries. So in terms of what you can study here at Nottingham, we have 5 faculties covering a wide range of different topics and subjects, both for undergraduate, postgraduate and postgraduate research. With the majority of our undergraduate programs, you can extend this program by an additional year and do things like study abroad opportunities or have a placement year in industry to get that practical work experience and exposure to the environment and sector. We also offer pre-sessional programs for students who need to improve their English language before they attend university, and also offer foundations and pre-masters, which are in partnership with our Kaplan Centre, who are not quite, this is for students who are not quite ready for university level academically and just need a little bit of help to progress onto the university. Firstly, looking at our arts faculty, these are some of the courses that we offer within the arts. Courses like English and humanities are amongst the most popular within this faculty. Within the engineering faculty, we cover all bases of engineering. Most of these courses are available at both 3-year bachelor degrees, where you would be awarded a Bachelor of Engineering, but also given the option to switch on to a Masters of Engineering, which would then be a 4-year programme. At Masters level, we also offer very specific Masters degrees within all areas of engineering as well. This is our Medicine and Health Sciences School. The school is split into 2 parts, so Health Sciences and then Life Sciences. Health Sciences is home to our amazing medicine school, which is based about a 5 or 10-minute walk away from the University Park campus, based in Nottingham's QMC, which is the Queen's Medical Centre. This is Nottingham's major hospital and one of the major trauma centres in the East Midlands area, and it's also one of the largest teaching hospitals in Europe. Medicine and veterinary medicine being our strengths in these areas. This is the second part of the school, Life Sciences, and these are the types of programs that feature under Life Sciences. So things like biology, genetics, neurosciences, sport and exercise science. That's just a couple of examples under this faculty. We then have the Faculty of Science, which again is split into 2 different sections. You have the biosciences, which covers things like food and nutrition, microbiology and animal sciences. We then have computer science, which includes AI technology. Computer science at the moment is a massive area of research for the university, and we're getting involved with all different kinds of groundbreaking technology. The School of Pharmacy and then on to psychology is also another strand of the science faculty. Pharmacy is one of our strongest programs as we are ranked 7th in the world for pharmacy. Our 5th and final faculty is social science. This is home to our famous business school, the School of Law, and then economics, and many, many more areas, as you can see. We offer also 1-year foundation courses as well as pre-masters programs for international students who maybe don't have the sufficient qualifications or just slightly missed out on the grades that they require to progress onto undergraduate or postgraduate degrees. You can apply through the University of Nottingham International College, who is our joint educational partnership with Kaplan. They're the ones who will be offering these foundations and pre-masters. As I mentioned earlier on, we do offer some pre-sessional programs, which range from 4 to 40 weeks, depending on your level, to help students develop their English skills before and during your studies. Our free in-sessional courses offer students who wish to improve their English once they have already enrolled onto the programme, and you can attend them as much or as little as you like. Looking at our scholarships, we have both undergraduate and postgraduate scholarships aimed towards a variety of different countries and can range from anywhere between £2,500 to £6,000. So that's what we offered last year. This year, it is yet to be confirmed on how much we are going to offer. However, it is expected to be the similar amounts, so between £2,500 and £6,500. We also have a fully funded research scholarship for PhD students, which is known as the Vice-Chancellor Award, and that is available for postgraduate research students. All of our undergraduate and postgraduate scholarships, as I mentioned, are yet to be confirmed officially, but will be confirmed over the next couple of weeks, and applications will open on March. For students that are interested in the business school at postgraduate level, they are offering a scholarship from 50 to 75%. And this is based purely on your academics and GPA overall. For those of you who are interested in sports and are currently playing at a certain level, so whether this is academy, national or international standard, whether you are undergraduate, postgraduate or postgraduate research, this is an example of how we can support you as an athlete. Now, please note that the amounts here are not towards your academic tuition. They are purely here for you as an athlete, and you can use this money however way you see fit. So that means if you need to travel back to Japan to attend a certain training or a game, then you can use these funds to help you do that. So in terms of the campuses based here in the UK, we have 3 campuses based in Nottingham. This is the University Park campus, and it's our largest campus that we have in Nottingham. And it's home to multiple disciplines such as law, history, psychology, engineering, architecture. As this is our largest campus, it also has its own doctors and dentists on campus, which is actually one of the largest health centres in Europe, and it also has a bank on site as well. This is about 15 minutes outside of the city centre, which you can get there by bus, taxi or tram, so very close to the city centre. This is our Jubilee campus, home to the business school, the School of Education and Computer Science. You will also find out our Innovation Centre is based here as well. This is about a 15 or 20-minute walk from the University Park campus. And then finally, this is our Sutton Bonneton campus. The campus is home to the School of Biosciences and Veterinary Medicine. It has world-leading laboratories and specialist facilities for both sets of students. This campus is based about 10 miles away from the University Park campus, as it is surrounded by the countryside and farmland, which is very relevant to those students that are actually studying on this campus. For any students that are interested in veterinary medicine, we also have a local dairy farm about 10 minutes away from this campus, which part of your programme is to maintain the health and well-being of these animals. All 3 of our campuses have the same facilities. No matter which campus you study or live on, they all have the same facilities. So for example, libraries, cafe shops, restaurants, bars, sports centres, beautiful green spaces which you can relax on, preferably in the summer and not the winter. Halls of residence are on every campus as well. We also have a free bus which will take you around all 3 campuses to help you get around. And then you have really good links to the city centre from each campus. For our medicine, nursing and pharmacy students and other health related programmes, we also have what's called the Queen's Medical Centre, which I touched on earlier on. And this is for students who will be taking or doing any practical work within laboratories, or again, anything related to medicine or nursing. A lot of your practical work experience might be based here at the Queen's Medical Centre. And this is based directly opposite the University Park campus. And as I mentioned, it's Nottingham's major hospital. We are a very truly international university, and apart from our 3 campuses based here in Nottingham, we also have 2 international campuses. This is in Ningbo, China, and also Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Many students will have the opportunity to spend a part of their degree course at our campuses in China or Malaysia. On the other hand, you can take advantage of our study abroad opportunities right away across Europe, US, Canada, Australia, with our international partnerships. So in terms of accommodation, we guarantee a place for our international students in our accommodation at undergraduate level. And we also have a variety of different accommodations optional and available for postgraduate level as well. We have 3 different types of accommodation you can apply for. We have catered halls, where you get your breakfast and dinner. You get park catered halls, where you get your evening meals. And then you have self-catered halls, which is the most popular, where there are no meals included and you are completely independent. In order to be eligible to apply for accommodation, you just need to hold an offer and apply by the specific date. If you would prefer to have private accommodation off campus, then that's also an option for you as well. And there's many student accommodations outside of the campus. The facilities vary between accommodation, but you will always get your own bedroom. We don't do dorm rooms like American universities. It's always much more safer and secure to have your own bedroom. In addition to that, you always get your own bed, desks, chair, wardrobe, so the very, very basics that you'd expect from an accommodation. And of course, internet and Wi-Fi is included. It is up to you if you want your own bathroom or if you want to share a bathroom between X amount of people. There is also a shared kitchen provided in self-catered accommodation and also pantries as well. So in terms of student life here at the university, one thing that I encourage you to do is to sign up and get involved with as many student clubs and societies that we have to offer. So we have over 300 societies that you can join, from your very kind of basic football and dance and cricket and chess, to your very obscure societies such as Quidditch for Harry Potter fans, or dog sock for people who like dogs. So get involved with as many different things as possible. Try something new, learn a new language, explore another culture, learn a sport which you've maybe never thought of before, do some charity work. Really embrace and make the most of your time here at university. We have been issued what's called the Sports University of the Year for 2021, and we actually also won it for 2019 as well. And this goes hand in hand with our amazing sports facilities that we have to offer on each campus. You can compete with our teams in what's called the British University Championships, where all universities will come together and compete at a sport, or you can just play for fun. If you are competing, then our team take it very seriously, with training starting around 6 AM for some clubs, but that is why we are ranked 2nd in the UK for the British University Championships. Now, looking at our Japanese network, we roughly have about 20 Japanese students on campus each year across our undergraduate, postgraduate and postgraduate research. So it's not the largest of Japanese communities in comparison to some other universities, but this can be seen as both a positive and a negative. Positive because then you get the full international experience, meeting people from every corner of the globe. And negative, well, because there's only a small number of Japanese students. We do, however, still have a Japanese society, which is run and led by Japanese students. The idea of the Japanese society is to promote the Japanese unique and incredibly diverse culture. They host several events throughout the year, such as Japanese dining, Japanese cookery, ikebana, workshops, karaoke nights, and many more. We also have a lot of Japanese restaurants here in Nottingham to get some of your home comfort meals, as well as an Asiana hypermarket, which sells food across Asia, including things like sushi, tempura, shabu shabu, miso soup, udon noodles, and many more different, not just Japanese, but Korean and also other Southeast Asian delicacies. In terms of support for you in Japan, we work very closely with SI UK, who are one of our agents in Japan. SI UK are there to support you every step of the way, from initially submitting your application to applying for your visa. In terms of applying to the University of Nottingham, if you are applying for an undergraduate programme, normally applicants from Japan are required to successfully complete a foundation programme with our partners called Kaplan, but then we also recognise other foundations such as Study Group and NCUK, although these are not official partnerships. Alternatively, applicants who have undertaken at least 1 year of study at university in Japan and those who have completed a vocational degree or an associate degree could be considered for year 1 entry. Typically, we look for a minimum of about 65 to 75% from those type of degrees. Students taking any international qualifications, such as IB, A-levels, SATs, APs, would be required to meet the standard requirements on each course page. For students who are applying for postgraduate, these are the entry requirements for postgraduates, and applicants will be required to complete a bachelor's degree in Japan, and the GPA requirement will be from a minimum of 2.5 up to 3.0, and that will depend on the program that you're applying for. And this is out of a GPA of 4.0. So if your GPA is out of something else, then the GPA will also change in terms of what is required. For postgraduate research students, in order to apply for a postgraduate research, applicants who have a bachelor's degree of a very high standard, so a high GPA, can also apply for a research program. Otherwise, students will be required to have a Japanese master's. Again, GPA is the same, 2.5 to 3.0, depending on the program you're applying for. And then lastly, English language. These are the three main English language qualifications that we accept. So Ielts, again, this will depend on the program that you apply for. The minimum score that we look for some of our programs is 6.0 overall and 5.5 in each component, but this can go right the way up to 7.5 overall and 7.0 in each component, depending on the program. The same for PTE, so a minimum of 55 overall with a minimum of 51 in each component, up to 67 overall and 55 in each component. And then lastly, TOEFL, minimum of 79 overall with 17 in each component, right the way up to 100 overall and 20 in each component. We do offer and accept other English language qualifications, which can be found on our website, but these are the three main qualifications that we accept for English language purposes. So looking at Nottingham as a city, Nottingham is a vibrant student-led city right in the heart of England. Between our university and Nottingham Trent University, we host a total of about 65,000 students. The population in Nottingham is only 300,000. So it gives you an idea of the size of the student community here at Nottingham. One of the best things about where we are based is that you are surrounded by other major cities within a 2-hour train journey, such as Leeds, Sheffield, Manchester, Birmingham, Leicester, London. So you have all these major cities right around you. We have also been awarded what's called the Purple Flag Award every single year since 2010, which is for safe cities within the evening time. So it's good to know that you'll be safe within the evening time here at Nottingham. If you're into sports, we have what's called the Trent Bridge, which is where the Ashes and the Cricket World Cup takes place. We have the National Ice Arena, where the Nottingham Panthers, which is an ice hockey team, that's where they play. And then we also have 2 football teams based here, one of which is the oldest professional club in the world. You are also just over an hour away from one of my favourite places in the UK, called the National Park, and this is the Peak District. These are a few images of what our Peak District looks like, and it's really nice to come here to go hiking, to go camping, to go walking here, and you kind of get the best of both worlds being at Nottingham, having that busy city centre life, having that campus-based university, but also get to escape from the hustle and bustle of the city into the typical British countryside. In addition to the Peak District, somewhere slightly closer to home, we have what's called Wooleton Hall and Deer Park. And this is just a short drive away from the Jubilee and University Park campus, and you can also walk here as well. It's a beautiful open green space with wild deer and all different kinds of nature and wildlife to explore. They also host outdoor screen cinemas, food festivals, and other events and activities throughout the year. The building you can see in the back was actually home to Bruce Wayne, the Batman, in The Dark Knight Rises. So this is where that was actually filmed, and that was his home for that movie. We have a diverse range of restaurants and bars spread across the city, from small independents into international chains, stretching across multinational cuisines. We have plenty of museums, art galleries, theatres, where you can really explore Nottingham's culture. There's always things going on right the way throughout the city centre throughout the year, such as the Winter Wonderland Festival in Christmas, the Urban Summer Beach Festival, where Nottingham bring a beach to the city centre, and also various food and music festivals as well. So in terms of launching your career after graduation, whether that's an undergraduate, postgraduate, or postgraduate research, as I mentioned earlier on, we are in the top 10 for the UK and top 70 globally for employability. So in terms of graduate prospects, you have a very good high chance of graduate prospects and getting a job immediately after graduation, whether that's in the UK under the new post-study work visa or going back home to Japan. We have a careers and employability team helping students to get part-time work during their studies, internships, placement years, and graduate jobs. They are also there for you after graduation to help you on your career path or further studies in education. We invite local employers to campus for students to touch base with them, make connections, and apply for jobs. The team will do your CV with you. They'll do mock interviews, assessment centres, really build you up to the best possible standard and candidate you can be. We also have what's called a Nottingham Advantage Award, which gives you access to 130 different modules, which you would study alongside your degree. And this would also appear on your transcript at graduation. This enhances your career and employability, as you're then gaining knowledge in other areas away from your programme. So this is the end of the University of Nottingham session. Because of the digital world that we now live in, these are the various different ways you can contact me. So if you've drop me an email, you can do. If you want to talk to me on Kakao Talk, Line, WhatsApp, WeChat, Skype, or even Microsoft Teams, please feel free to reach out to me. If you want to organise a session, we can have a one-to-one. We can set up a meeting with some of our academics if you want to have a chat to our academics about a specific program that you're interested in. Or even if you want me to get some Japanese students, like the Japanese Society, they can also help and answer any questions that you have. But thank you very much for taking the time to listen to myself, to go through this presentation with me. I hope you found it useful. And again, if you have any questions, please contact me on any of those areas there. Otherwise, you can always contact SI UK and they will be able to help you with anything and also put you in touch with myself as well. Thank you very much.